All right, let's do this pretty quick. Rank heroes based on how hard they are to play. All right, Bastion. I was rage baiting a little. Put Bastion at C. He is tracking hero. Cooldown timing is harder for some people than you would think. He can go in C. I won't put him much lower. Cass. Honestly, I'm gonna put him in D. Cass is a very simple character. He's got a high skill ceiling just because of like pure aim. And yeah, there's some off angling. You know what? I'll put him in C. It's kind of hard because we're like balancing like floor and ceiling, and you can kind of argue based on either of them. I'm just kind of like doing it somewhere in the middle. I think I'm leaning more towards like skill 4. Diva, I'll put Diva in B. She can fly wherever she wants, and she has a lot of defense matrix. But I think not being like a shield, like she is a dive character. Dive's harder for some people. It's more confusing as to how you get value. Genji, I'm gonna put him in A, like top of A. I don't think Genji is as hard as like Tracer. What rank are we talking about? We're talking like metal ranks. There's more aim towards metal ranks. Genji's not S. Genji's not S. Hanzo, I'll put Hanzo in B, just because like he's just so outclassed by some other heroes. You really got to be hitting shots, or else you're kind of useless on Hanzo. Actually, never mind. He's just a tank buster version of Cass, but he's also like has way less health, way less tanky. We're in metal ranks. I think it's hard to get value out of Hanzo in metal ranks. Is that true? Airs are so big. True, and you're also not getting dove that hard in metal. Okay. Junkrat. I want to put Junkrat high up there, but we're also talking metal ranks. I'll put Junk in B. Junk's a unique character. I feel like you don't get free val. I think B's fair. Lucio. We can put Lucio in A. Juno A. I need you to no more comments from you. Mei. I'll put Mei. Dude, this is hard. There's so many angles you can look at it. What do you guys think? You think Mei B? I feel like Mei has a lot more thinking than a character like Cass. Not as straightforward. Is Mei like thinking hero where you wall him off, you hit cool walls, or is Mei just brain dead, like bully the tank? Mei might be brain dead. I'll put in C. Mercy. I'll put in D. I'm sorry, Mercy. Sorry, Mercy players. It's not F. A lot of Mercy is just living, and you have pretty good movement to do so. And below like masters, people aren't really that good at killing you. Would anyone be F? Well, let's have to wait and see. Pharah, where's Pharah? Someone help me out with Pharah. I think B's fair. I feel like in the lower ranks, people just use Pharah to counter swap. Nobody's playing Pharah into hit scan unless they have a mercy pocket. They're either mercy pocket cheesing or they're counter swapping 2 projectile characters. Nobody's doing anything skillful with Pharah, but she can be. Yeah, I'm sold on C. You can play Pharah to hit scan in metal. They're not gonna land their shots on you. True, if you just play cover. Okay, well that's why I kind of want to lower it. I feel like if you just play cover at all as Pharah, like it's pretty good. C, okay. Reaper. Okay, in high rank, Reaper's like pretty difficult. You have to be very, very saucy, very creative to get value on Reaper. Low rank, I think they're just holding M1 on the tank. I think I might have to put Reaper right next to Mei. Oh, sorry, not low rank, metal rank. We're talking about like average rank here. Gold plat's the average player. Reinhardt. Reinhardt belongs right next to Mercy. The Reinhardt and Mercy are the same hero. Skillful Reinhardt character. And Mercy players are the same people. The same types of people play Ryan and Mercy. I don't need to elaborate. You know what I'm saying. Ryan is actually turbo busted in metal, and Ryan players just cope their ass off. They're so bad at managing their resources. If they're at all decent at it. Anyways, Hog. I think Hog A tier. B at least. Worst tier list of all time. Ryan is busted in metal. Don't even. You guys have Hog low. I figured Hog would be a difficult character. There's a lot of counters. You have to be hitting hooks, and I don't think hooking the tank on cooldown really gets you much. I'll keep it B. Soldier F. I think Soldier might be the most simple character, most simple DPS character. Symmetra. I can put Sim in B. I think you can do a lot with Sim, TP. Be creative. I think she's kind of untraditional, not as simple as like a hit scan. Torb. I think Torb might actually be F tier. Is this bait? This is for like metal ranks. This is my viewers. They're noobs. This is how hard the character is for noobs. Average, right? Average. How is Torb F? Because you can place your turret. You're invincible. And you don't even need to aim on Torb. You just spam a choke. Tracer can go in S tier. Tracer's very difficult. Widow. I might actually put Widow in S tier as well. Because with hero bans, the only time you can play Widow is on a bad Widow map. Is that a hot take? I feel like Widow's so hard now. If you would have asked me before bans, I would have said she was piss easy. Just point and click. Stopped caring about the tier list now. Okay, not S tier. But if we're talking like a gold player, right? And if they want to main Widow, they gotta be playing Widow on non-Widow maps. Asking a gold player to have that kind of aim. I'll put her at bottom A. That's just a ban situation. I mean that's the character though. If you're playing Widow, I mean that goes for every character. Your character, if it's good, will be banned in all of their best situations. I think that just applies more to Widow because she was a very like map dependent hero. I think Widow can be an A tier. Junkrat feet. What? Winston feet. Is Winston okay in the plat ranks or in the metal ranks? Is Winston like genius like Gushue hero, or is Winston just like jump in, bubble, hold mouse one? Are the metal rank Winston players, are they thinking about the space they're taking? I play really casually and I find it hard to get value from Widow. Exactly. Now Winston just jumps in. That's what I'm thinking. Maybe like bottom C, anti-dives backline and gold. That's genuinely it. Put him like bottom C. In what world is Genji A tier? Difficulty in metal ranks. Zarya. I think Zarya might be F tier as well. After watching a lot of Zarya footage from a certain streamer, that hero might play itself. It's free charge, and also you don't get punished. They don't track your bubbles. They just always assume you have a bubble, and you kind of always do. Like nobody in metal ranks is like breaking a bubble to kill you, so you're not getting punished. They give you charge. Zarya's F tier. Zen. Ooh, Zen's a tough one. Okay, he's a glass cannon. I think Zen is one of the heroes. If you can stay alive on Zen, you get infinite value. And I don't think staying alive on Zen is that hard in metal ranks. I'm saying that as someone who originally hit GM one-tricking Zen. I got Zen boosted. I think you just put your orbs out, hold mouse one, and just live. I don't think living's that hard. I'm putting Zen in, put him next to Cass. Nah, he's low-key easier. Put him at the bottom. Ana. People are gonna hate me for this. I think Ana is one of the most like over-glorified characters in the game. Honestly, I'm putting her right next to Zen. It's low-key easier to live. Like same thing, but it's easier to live in Ana. Ana, I think you can get to Diamond just by playing in the back of the map every time. You can play like the most safe scaredy cat Ana because you have infinite range. You can abuse the hell out of that. Play Ana, force Rialto, and just play in the very, very, very back. If you're decent with your cooldowns, even better. Wrong. Next. See, here come the Ana players. Ana has so much. Also, Ana has like the best duel in the game. It's like on the other supports, you have to like actually win a duel and like be good if a flanker goes on you. If you're on Ana and you just hold your nade, the flankers can't even go on you. And it's already hard for the flankers to go on you because you can sit in the back of the map. Sombra. Oh man, this controversial one. Is Sombra the clueless, brain dead, just hack people hero? Or Sombra secretly for geniuses? For the average player, I'd go with the first option. I think people ban her for a reason. I'll put her in C. I think that's fair. Arisa. I like Arisa. I think she's overhated. But for most people, it's just so easy to survive. Put her bottom of D. Put Moira on top. Back in the day, I used to. Doom, I will put Doom in S. I think if this was for higher ranks, I'd put him in A. I don't buy the Doom S tier in higher ranks. For the average player, though, I think Doom is, compared to the other tanks, I think actually like much harder to get like your base value. You gotta be doing stuff to get value out of Doom. The reason can just kind of sit there. Moira, F. Could I put Moira? No, Moira's F. Brigitte, how someone help me out. How is Brig in plat? I feel like Brig, because she's unconventional, might be a little bit freaking feed so easily. That's what I'm thinking. C? I agree with C. Wrecking Wheel. Okay, if this were GM, I'd put Ball in like A tier. However, we're talking plat to gold, metal ranks. I think Ball is in like D tier. He's invincible. If you die on Ball in gold, it's valued by getting shot at. Yeah. Doom can't be S and Ball in D, bro. Yes, they can. Stop rage baiting. Doom does not have 1200 effective HP. Ashe. Top of C. Bottom. Nah. Top of C. Middle of the pack. Maybe one of the more thoughtful hit scans. Bap. Very tanky. Kind of like the more skillful Moira. These are hard to use for new players. Yeah, I don't think his CDs are that like... I'll put him like top of C. In the middle ranks, they're definitely not getting the most out of him. But, you know, it's easy to live and heal. He's good for healing the tank, and they love doing that. Sigma. I need help with Sig. I don't know. Sig B. Is Sig a difficult hero for metal rank players? I actually have no clue. I feel like Sig is pretty simple. He's like the poke tank. I'm thinking like a low C. You put up your shield, you poke him. You grasp when you're taking a lot of damage. Echo maybe like B. I think Echo's pretty difficult. I think you have to be good at not like over peeking on Echo, or else you can get killed. Soj. I know everyone complains about Soj being OP. Is Soj OP for people who can't aim though? B. Yeah, I mean, you gotta hit rails. I don't think they're good at using her slide at all. Slide is really OP, but I don't think they get anything out of it. All right, Junker Queen. I think Junker Queen's really, really difficult in metal ranks. I think there's a bunch of characters or a bunch of tanks that get value for just doing a lot less. I agree with A. Put her up there. Kiri is pretty easy. I'll put her in C. You have a Suzu, you can TP anywhere. And I think Kiri in metal ranks, you don't even have to aim. Like if you have aim on Kiri and you're actually like doing damage and taking angles, you're going above and beyond for the average metal rank support player. I think you're gonna rank up quickly if you're doing that. Ramatra. I think Ramatra might be F tier next to Zarya. Ramatra is like baby's first brawl hero. If you fuck up, you can just hold block for 7 seconds. Genuinely like one of the easiest, just a training wheels character. Weaver. I'm gonna put Weaver in D. I actually think Weaver is like a solid character now. Just all the micro buffs is caught up. He is really tanky, has a really good ult, and is good at heal botting. I know people claim that the grip is just super hard to be decent with, and all the low rank Weavers just fuck up grip every time. And that's probably true. That still doesn't make using life grip that hard. It's really not. Ooh, Iliari. Is she difficult? I feel like she is. I'm gonna put her in A. I feel like she's not dookie. Doesn't survive that well. Requires good aim. Doesn't really get free value. We'll put her in A. Malga. I'm gonna need some metal rank players to help me out here. Is Malga terrible or is he OP? I think in bronze and silver he's probably good. I just don't see how Malga's good in like the middle ranks. Like you just counter him by shooting him. I feel like he's hard to play. I'll put Malga in B. Fuck you guys. I just don't think the brain dead Malga, old Malga applies anymore. Like you have to be careful about the chip damage you take. You have to play pretty fast. I don't think you win the long fight on Malga. You have to path properly without losing all of your HP, and then you have to go in and be proactive with Stomp. And I think in order to, the way to counter Malga is pretty simple. You just shoot him. Venture, I'm putting an F. I don't care how much people fail. Like you can be in the ground for like 60% of this character's cooldown cycle. I love Venture as a character. I hate their kit. I'm sorry. I think Venture's like the worst designed character in the game. All right, I'll put him in D. How about that? What about Juno? Normally, I would say Juno is like really easy, but there are some like tankier characters. And I think tankier supports are easier for like the metal ranks. I forget one thing. Juno's impossible to hit for metal. Oh, that's true. But do the metal Junos have good movement? I think they do have good enough movement. They know how to spam A and D. We put Juno. I can't put her above C. Juno, if you just live, you just get plenty of value. Hazard, as OP as Hazard is, I think you have to be pretty good at him to unlock the OP. I'm down to put Hazard in like B tier. He's got a lot going on. Like his kit has everything, but that can also make him kind of difficult. On the other hand, his block does get you out of jail a lot. You know, have 0 positioning and hold right click. Okay, C. Freya. Freya's a good question. I need help on this one. Is Freya difficult? Is she dominating in the metal ranks? To be honest, I don't know. Getting her charge shots is hard. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. She's always banned, really? Okay, if she's banned, then she's obviously strong. Is she easy? Clearly, she's easy enough to get value and get banned a lot. I'll put her in C. You do have to aim. All right, while this game loads in, am I missing anything? I think this is pretty good. This is how difficult the character is to play in metal ranks.